What if a man who had dedicated his life to taking lives suddenly found he couldn't remember them? In the chilling crime thriller Memory, a professional assassin finds himself in a desperate race against time as his greatest asset, his mind, begins to fail him. This isn't just about a man losing his memory. It's about a killer fighting to hold onto his moral code, even as his identity slips away. We meet Alex Lewis, a seasoned hitman in El Paso, Texas. He's an artist of his grin trade, meticulous and precise. But he's fighting a battle he can't win: early onset Alzheimer's. The disease is a ghost in his mind, causing him to forget names, faces, and details that are critical for his work. He knows his time is running out. Alex decides to take one last assignment from his shadowy employers before he retires. The job is a two-part hit. First, a businessman named Mauricio, and second, a 13-year-old girl named Beatriz, who witnessed the murder of her father, an act orchestrated by a powerful child trafficking ring. The child is the target because she can identify the people behind the operation. A moral line is drawn. Alex's personal code is clear. He does not kill children. He completes the first part of the job, killing Mauricio. But when he sees Beatriz, he can't do it. He refuses the order and instead warns her to run, knowing full well he has now become a liability to his employers. Meanwhile, we're introduced to the FBI team working the case: Agent Vincent Serra and his partner, Linda Amistad. They are investigating a gruesome case of a murdered businessman and a missing young girl. The FBI agents quickly realize they're dealing with a highly sophisticated operation, and they begin to close in on the crime bosses who run it. The moment Alex disobeys the order, the hunter becomes the hunted. His former employers send a new team of assassins after him. But Alex, despite his failing memory, is still one of the best in the world. He manages to evade their traps, but his mind is his biggest enemy. He starts writing key information on his arm with a permanent marker to remember faces, names, and objectives. The writing is a physical manifestation of his desperation to hold on to his identity. In a twist of fate, Alex and the FBI agents find themselves with the same goal: exposing the criminal network. Alex is trying to protect Beatriz and take down his employers, while the FBI is trying to solve the murder and uncover the larger trafficking ring. The two sides cross paths several times, leading to a tense cat-and-mouse game. The FBI is unsure if Alex is a hero or a villain. Alex uses his incredible skills to track down the network's key players. He's driven by a fierce sense of justice and his lingering guilt over past actions. His body remembers the skills, the muscle memory of his trade, even as his mind forgets the details. He meticulously uses his knowledge to set up traps, evade capture, and get closer to the top of the food chain. As the plot thickens, the FBI team makes a horrifying discovery. The child trafficking ring is protected by a powerful, high-ranking individual. All evidence points to a respected El Paso businesswoman named Devana Seelman, a seemingly philanthropic and influential figure. The FBI is reluctant to act without concrete proof due to her political connections. Alex, his memory fading fast, knows he has to find a way to expose her. His final plan is his most dangerous and requires every ounce of his remaining focus. He understands that the system is corrupt and that a normal arrest won't be enough. He must force a public showdown. Alex stages a scene to lure Devana and her corrupt team into a public space where he can expose them for their crimes. The tension builds as Alex's memory gets worse, and he struggles to execute the final steps of his plan. He has to trust his body's instincts and the notes written on his arm, hoping they are enough to get the job done. A final confrontation happens in a tense, chaotic sequence. Alex, with his back against the wall, manages to confront Devana and her associates. With a final, desperate act, he reveals the truth and forces the FBI to see the full extent of the conspiracy. He exposes Devana's involvement, and her cover-up unravels in a very public and irreversible way. The cost, however, is immense. Alex is gravely injured. His mission is complete, and the child is safe. But he knows he has reached his end. He is found by Agent Sarah, who finally understands the full truth about the man he was hunting. The two have a final, brief exchange, a silent acknowledgement of their shared purpose, even if they were on opposite sides of the law. The film ends with Devana's arrest and the FBI dismantling the criminal organization. The victims are finally safe, and justice is served. Memory weaves us with a powerful and melancholic feeling. It's not just a story about a hitman. It's a profound look at morality, purpose, and what it means to be human when your mind is no longer your own. It asks us to consider, in the end, what is more important, the memories we hold or the actions we take? However, if you enjoyed this recap, do well to like and subscribe.